mid lane if you get to see that.
I did not get to catch it. Arrow. It's going to be caught by Mind Control. Avalanche taking level 1 as Kuro is going to try and heal him up with the level 1 Nature's Attendance. Mind Control still dying, however, to the right clicks of the Tiny.
Apparently they noticed anyway. And it seems like they're going to lane the Enchantress with the Viper. That's a really tough lane. I'm really glad they chose to do that. They're really capitalizing on this early game.
Another arrow.
But of course with Bane and Mirana it's going to be a bit difficult. Kuroki still has Nature Attendance though, but he's not going to get a chance to use them as the Avalanche blocks him right immediately. Celery could be in trouble himself. Poison attack up to 5 stacks, and Mind Control will finish off the okay, wait. Chakra Magic has been used. There's an opportunity for Miracle. He has Light of Fist. Boom is going to start charging again. And Ace does die in the top lane to ILTW, but this is more exciting.
The Nightmare to be able to harass Celery a bit. And with the vision here from the Warpine Raider, they're getting in some good damage. The seat shot there bouncing a couple of times. Celery continuing to be harassed as Mind Control's going to throw in the Nether Toxin, and that's going to be a kill onto the Bane at the very least. They can't get the time.
More commonly. Obviously, it's only if it's a good vessel game, but yeah. Boom. He has been slowed now with the enchant, though. Miracle has no serious chains. The arrow will cover him, and it does hit Miracle. Enough time for Boom to retreat.
So fast.
That stomp will stop the Mirana, but it's not going to be enough to finish off the Coddle. Tofu might have to sacrifice himself. He does one more leap. Also, the Fairy Fire. Is he baiting up Miracle, using the Fairy Fire for safety? Miracle does not care for fire, as he has the Sleight of Fist himself.
So
Another reason why the Dark Troll Summoner is a bit broken.
Celery, DD Rune. Uh-oh, the Nightmare.
Oh, so much damage each auto attack. I think GH is going to die to the Illuminate though. Oh, Celery actually wants to take the kill. Yep. He worked hard to go, honestly. I mean, Celery is coming. There's a TP, at least they want to force some kills out of this tower push. Boom joins. Illuminate can be set up on that Nightmare, so at least one of them is going to hit. Apparently both get hit.
Ace.
The Solar Bind on top of that with the Arena, but they don't get the Spear off. Mind Control will die regardless. Kuroki is able to TP for now. The damage is too high and Kuroki will also fall. Tower does die, or Tower does fall for this. So overall, not the worst trade for Nigma, but they do lose.
Well, I actually think it's not too bad. They might just get mid. Duracho, though, defending as he's going to toss the tree after GH. That'll pick up the kill. Celery, though, has the Fiend's Grip and might consider setting up for it. He's got Tofu nearby as well as Duracho. Grip is now going to be applied. GH has already used the Astral Spirit, so there's no chance for an Echo Stomp to save. And it's actually with the Soul Ring, so much like the 730E Mars builds that we used to see. Celery is likely dead here, though. I don't think he's getting out of this one.
Nope. You can't TP in front of danger this time. Yeah, you're right. Mars these days, that's why it's not picked up as much. But it's still valid. It's not a bad build.
Celery bottom may consider a Fiend's Grip, and he's not just going to consider it, he's going to go ahead and go for it. NIGMA, though, quickly closing the door as they look to at least pick off Boom or perhaps even Celery on this. Vessel debuff not going to be enough to nuke through Mind Control as they lack the damage between ultimately 2 support heroes.
But then forgetting that Fiend's Grip does have a limit, and eventually you need to kill the person at that limit.
Kuro, he knew this. He's baiting for this, but he's just going to end up dying, ultimately, as I guess he doesn't want to reveal the presence of the ward. Yeah, I actually thought they were going to jump in on that. Tiny with the DD Rune, and of course Blink Dagger can really close the door quite quickly as he does now onto ILTW, down to half HP, but the Spear will not latch onto the tree. GH threatening for the Echo Stomp here, and with the chance should at least catch Duracho, but they also get a +1 onto Ace. Fiend's Grip is through from Celery, but he's going to die, well, actually to the Split Earth, but if not to that, it was going to be the Flame Guard of Miracle, which was still running, but it does burn the BKB duration, allowing Duracho to now find him, jumps on in. Ace trying to go for a follow-up play, but lacks the Spear to do so, and now trapped on the wrong side of the river here with some unfriendly faces. Will pop his own BKB. Spear's going to whiff. ILTW
who has been caught though. You'll center first, that's not gonna save you from the stomp. And Tofu, now regretting using that Yules offensively, gonna die to the 2 auto attacks here from NIGMA. Lanes are always pushed, you're seeing very few people on the map, mostly just the ult ban. It's difficult.
Smoke play now, the Gladiators.
Okay, good rage, but Fiend's Grip is here. Where's the Elder Titan? Who cancels this? There we go. Nice job, GH, protecting his carry properly, even more so as he behaves like a taxi right now, and should be able to get away from this. Heals are still available. Okay, GH, seeing the opportunity to counter-initiate. It's thrown up in the air. They hit him with the arrow. Avalanche as well. They want to kill GH first. Will they succeed? They will. GH is already down. But LTW starts to hit down Boom. No vision, however. Moonlight Shadow will save him for now. Duracho, he is going to hit up the Viper straight up. Duracho struggling against all this movement speed slows. They need some more initiation, but they're lacking the arena now. And that means Duracho is just going to lose his first life here relatively easily. BKB activated on Ace though. And BKB is for Kuroki apparently, or Mind Control, who's in much more slowed. Boom, keeping the enemy at bay, but he's got a bit too far. He's a bit too far in, and Leicester is going to punish that immediately with a slow Celery, the next target as well. But Duracho's back with a vengeance, and he has full HP now. ILTW cannot survive the damage from Tofu and Duracho's cleave. GH trying to get some space for his teammate, with that stomp. Yosef reused though to stop Miracle. He can't get away. Beautiful spear on top of that, and Miracle will fall. KuroKy has also been put to a nightmare, and now he's going to be woken up rudely with a Starstorm. Do they have enough damage to bring him down, though? As the Tiny has to go for GH instead, they will.
A good back and forth. There's a Fiend's Grip, though, as they have caught themselves a Viper. Dyrachyo slowly but surely doing the damage through the BKB. That's going to be Celery, again, just popping off. It's a very free Fiend's Grip game, like we talked about. Right? Like, and they recognize this, so they don't even look to go for it. The issue for them becomes when then do you look to force the issue? I think that Roche play was actually a clever one by Gladiators, because I really don't think NIGMA were prepared for it whatsoever.
Yeah. That preface scared me. I thought you were going to do a rant like a typical NIGMA fan, but instead they're going to try to go for a play now with a smoke. I mean, this is not a bad play, but once again, they're all too far together. The Infesta saves the Viper. ILTW is still in trouble. They do use the arena mind control. Actually, he's been stopped by the creeps. Oh, despite his BKB, he couldn't get out of the arena wall because the creep wave gets stuck in the wall as well. What a way to die, mind control. As now the spear catches Miracle, and that damage is too high. Dyrachyo will deal with him easily. KuroKy's the next target, apparently. ILTW trying to fight for his team. But ILTW is solo. His team's already dead. Aces a spear in 1 second. ILTW is going to get stunned by the Avalanche. Spear not even needed, apparently, as a damage either, but at least they try, right? With his towers have to stay there and take the beating. Dyrachyo will take down 2 sets of racks relatively easily, or at least important racks anyway.
Kuro, chase him away. Oh no, he caught an arrow. The arrow.
KuroKy, no! I think the Illuminate kills him. There we go. And in fact, KuroKy's death sets up for the onslaught. Dyrachyo just catches Miracle and murders him. Mind control activates the BKB. So did Dyrachyo here. ILTW caught by the Fiend's Grip. Who's going to cancel it now? They control GH. This Fiend's Grip's going to last forever. ILTW dies. So does Mind control. GH will be the last victim. 3 team wipes in a row. It's time to call GG.
What a game. What a game by Gladiators. Just they just kind of sat back. They weren't really too pressured. They are
afraid of the Ursa, so GH will be able to live on.
Oh, and First Blood instead is going to be bottom, where Mind Control simply dives a tower at level 3. He gets
played essentially the same. Yep, it is the IO help. Nice. Cookie, though, they still have the kisses, and they're going to use them now. Mind Control trying to at least divide these two. Mind Control juking with his best visibility, and not that bad, actually, but Anchor Smash eventually gets him. Can't is sanking lurking, but it does seem like Miracle's only goal is to take stacks. Really smart.
He's scouted, though.
Yep.
They might kill him. It's not going to be worth it.
I don't know. He took a whole... Well, he is the mid laner. Yeah, Miracle's going to die, and you're right. Early before you get your Blink Dagger. You don't really have much initiation potential as a mid laner unless the enemy team dives, so instead you try to farm aggressively. Arctic Summoner being used to push this tower as the Mortimer's Kisses are being used to burn down ILTW. Soul Rip is not going to heal him nearly enough. KuroKy more than hopeful with that Soul Rip. He is in the trees now. A Boom has joined him, and KuroKy will die in the jungle. Double kill. And they managed to do that. It's just tied Kent lane against DP either, so tied Kent lane, period.
Yeah. He's got his bad matchups. Where he's bad, but when he's good, eh?
Yeah, what a great analysis. Thank you for that.
I gotcha.
Also, when the Ancient falls, this game is good.
But Mortimer's not as slim as Bezamil.
That's true. Mortimer is thick. They're going to find the Enchantress here, and without the Untouchable, there's no way Celery can survive this. I think he was dead regardless, but yeah.
This is a big agent sack.
Important to mention. Can they take it, though? Who?
It's instead going to find KuroKy, as there's a reload coming in to punish this.
He's going to find more than that. Quick, bounty rune, Tofu, run!
Kisses? What is going on?
Kisses to save Tofu, but he's too far. Tofu ran too far away. The Kisses
savage, but no Kisses to follow up.
He has Diffusal now, so... Oh, Epicenter, and they catch a Tiny. Certainly they can do Roche now. Dyrachyo in trouble. The Tombstone's been dropped. Dyrachyo has a lot of HP, and they lack stuns once again. The damage is higher this time. I think Ace might understand that he's dead. He's definitely dead. Tofu wanted to help him out, but instead reveals his position. Ace will most likely be killed here. Tombstone just to reveal vision. Tofu's TP gets cancelled, and Tofu will also die. I admire the friendship for gaming.
Yeah, Boom's like, that's a little dodgy. Ward plays down, so they will be making this play. Tofu at the ready, though, for a quick Nightmare save, but Boom is going to be taking a lot of damage, so instead the Nightmare's onto ILTW, who secures the kill with a quick little front flip ending there, especially as his smoke breaks, so he is going to skedaddle, skadoodle.
Ursa is going to try to slow down Celery, and now finish him off with a Furious Types. They force him to Ravage with a toss on top of that, but the Enrage survives it all. Mortimer's Kisses got cancelled by the Silence as well, and Mind Control activates that Exorcism plus the BKB. Chasing down now the Tiny. What is Dyrachyo going to do? Nothing! Stunned and killed. Boom! Also in a difficult position. Diffusal Blade got him before he get away, so did the Earth Shock, so boom, is going to fall. And that's going to be Ace, the last core here, remaining all dead. Only support survive here for Galo. Much better target. Cookie is going to miss. Mind Control, able to move freely now. Use the Spirit Siphons on top of that. The BKB, Mind Control will live. ILTW has been slowed. ILTW actually going in solo. They have no way of canceling this Fiend Script, so he's just going to die. No, they help him the IO, perhaps. ILTW still has the Enrage. Has still a chance, using the Enrage.
NIGMA,
Tombstone, and Miracle comes in with a Burrow Strike. Thanks to the Tombstone, they can force the fight here. Boom and Troll. Boom is going to get decimated. They're going to get rid of the mid laner from the enemy team. The rest of them scattered to the wind.
Gladiators.
And NIGMA, they know they want to fight near the Tombstone. Beautiful Youngster on Miracle. Stops Duracho's initiation. The IO joins in as well. Avalanche hits, but Duracho is still in trouble. He's going to be bursted down. Celery helping with a Force Staff, but blown up by the Sand King.
NIGMA are now going to be encroaching upon the river, but there's going to be the Ravage. It only catches 2 because Mind Control's too fast here on the BKB. Kuro drops the Tombstone, and now in full retreat are the Gladiators. The Force Staff is going to at least get Duracho back into his own triangle and a Cookie, but Gaming Gladiators just running away. Boom, in fact, tries to TP away. His TP canceled by one of the many Yule Scepters carried by NIGMA. That was actually Miracles to be specific, but the Gladiators pop the Ravage and don't get anything to show for it.
Second time the Miracle's Yule Scepter is clutch, by the way. That was also the tiny stopping Yule Scepter. Very impressive by NIGMA.
Try and at least guesstimate how good your enemies are going to be looking, as they will be relocated into kill Ace here. It's just going to be very easy for them.
It is very easy. These relocates have been used so well. That's why you don't get IO to NIGMA though.
But I think NIGMA knows something's not right here.
Yeah, Miracle, I think, has found out.
Boom certainly will be now by Mind Control.
Oh, Miracle? No, I don't know if he found out there. Mind Control, nearby too. Burrow Strike used just for Boom.
Right.
That's about the Exorcism, which is, by the way, coming by. Mind Control has it ready. BKB as well. They're going to go for the Enchantress. Immediately destroyed. Duracho could be in trouble as well. Silenced up. Duracho still no BKB. They activate the Exo. Time for the racks to fall.
Certainly, at the very least, in mid lane. That's a good toss back, though. They do have Ravage that Ace is holding on to, and there's going to be even Fiend's Grip at level 1. They can't cancel, but they can at least kill Duracho. He's got buyback here for his first life, but for now, Gladiators will conserve it as they just continue to watch the mid lane crumble. Bolstered by a little bit here, as actually I believe that's an Ench creep, which is going to be pulling the wave. Miracle has to TP back to deal with it, which does allow them to at least conserve the ranged barracks. Celery might not be as lucky, as that's another jump in from ILTW. Gets off the Force Staff, and now Boom. It's a little bit too close for comfort. That's his own Yule Scepter, but doesn't have a Cookie. Has the Shard pushback at the very least, and with the little Shredder, will quickly dispatch of the Tombstone. Duracho on his buyback now jumping in. The Ravage from Ace is good, and it gets through the Wisp and the first life here of the Ursa Warrior, but NIGMA now turning the fight.
Yeah, it's a bit too late. No execution can really save you from an Ursa with 2 lives right now.
Toss?
The toss is available, though the Fountain can save. ILTW, though, hasn't been tossed quite in the Fountain, as Ace did get slowed. GH leaves. Relocate time down. ILTW stuck. He doesn't have a BKB. What will the rest of his team do? How much do they value?
No toss.
No, not enough. No way near enough. ILTW. And especially if Tiny does not keep at least toe-to-toe with the Ursa, it's not a good match. Oh, I hear an Epicenter, by the way.
Oh,
Miracle, is he baiting this time? He is going, and he finds Tofu, and Tofu's dead?
Sure.
You're good at Dota, saved you, because his TP was on cooldown.
Wait,
and the enemy team's like, yeah, he probably has TP.
Oh, okay, Mind Control's going to see him. There's a silence, a good Force Staff up to the high ground. Just wasting some time. Kuro as well here, wants to play.
This is your best play as Enchantress right now. You actually have no other use this game but dying.
Just take a creep and continue pushing.
Go, Celery, go! Okay, he's done for.
Space.
But it was a good attempt.
Space to farm. Tofu Miracle. That's a Shiva's for the DP, and for the Ursa, take your pick.
Boom. Okay, they did find Miracle, but the counter-nation from NIGMA is coming in. Oh, the relocate's only IO, and the Ravage actually finds both, and that's going to be a double kill now. GH came in solo, and he died solo.
Yeah, best not to bring in the Ursa there, because they actually might even lose MC. Duracho could have BKB'd and tossed back, but instead ILTW is going to make the jump onto him. There's Yule Scepter number 1. His Mind Control will pop the Exo. No buyback on either of these cores, so it's a 3v5. Even if they can catch up, Duracho with a nice toss back onto MC, which also slows Kuro. And I think that's going to be Gladiators disengaging from this fight fairly cleanly.
Yeah.
Torrent, the other big one.
Like the up timing was it, yeah.
Oh, Wisp.
As they get the IO, that's going to be GH dying, but LTW runs immediately, goes for boom, the toss to the creep. Boom, unfortunately, has been inhibited. The Yule Scepter to save himself a couple more seconds, but that's not going to be sufficient. Duracho in a pickle himself. He has been scouted. The BKB is not going to let him TP because he doesn't have one in his inventory, which means Duracho is just going to be mauled down by the bear.
And that's Roche up in 18 seconds. Duracho without buyback, bought back earlier in the high ground defense, would have it in 30 further seconds. Which is not going to be enough time here to reasonably contest this road. Come up, but are severely punished. And now even Ace, who's trying to push this top wave, is in a bit of trouble, as Miracle's going to release an Epicenter level 3 onto him, blowing through the Hood of Defiance. Ace attempting to TP away now, but there's a Yule Scepter, so yeah, Mind Control is just going to end up baiting him, and down goes the Ace yet again.
Yep. And he's key now, because he's the best lane pusher, as I was trying to remark before that team fight started.
Quite wisely.
Yep. And Miracle gets a free kill here on Boom. They're going to continue this with a relocate in. Grab Tofu.
Oh, they got Celery.
And the third one, it's going to be Celery. That guy's just not going to help him enough. Celery, once again, trying to create as much space as possible. Miracle helping him out, but they leave LTW behind. And this should be the bottom racks, honestly.
Yeah. I just don't know what to do. I mean, you've got no choice but to fight into this one now for Gladiators. It just seems about impossible. Up, down 34k. Aegis, X plus an ILTW. Miracle still has his ulti as well. Ace conserving Aegis. They have to get everything perfect. The toss back is pretty promising. But ILTW, again, with his status resist, is just going to simply walk back towards his team. Cool. And
Epicenter also being charged. Mortimer's Kisses is being used. The Miracle thinks it's a great opportunity to initiate. There he goes. Gonna go for the bait once again. From 100 to 0 he goes. Duracho to the BKB in time. There's Ravage as well to control the Earth ever so slightly by LTW. Once again with a stat of resistance. Unstoppable. He kills off Celery in the process. They can't really bring the Sand King down. He already has that level 25 as well. That's gonna be Duracho also falling. No Sandstorm blind, by the way, from Miracle.
No, yeah.
The 5% of pulses.
I checked that, actually. I was kind of curious to see if he decided to take it, but I don't think it really mattered at that stage what he takes, because it's going to be NIGMA that take game number 2 and take us to a game number 3. So NIGMA not...
Ember actually wins this matchup at the first levels, as by the way, Celery gets dropped in the bottom lane. You don't really use it against the healers.
Celery might be dead bottom as well as Kuro. It's going to be assisting ILTW, who gets that last auto attack in.
He actually died, so Duracho will get a range creep there. Yeah. But will Duracho die? We'll see now. Activates the magic stick before he gets hit by the stun. Illuminate also hits, has a Fairy Fire, but I don't think that's going to be enough to save him. They're going to dive the tower for this. Uses the Fairy Fire. That's enough to deter NIGMA, apparently. ILTW trying to chase him after the tree. Celery's here back, and he activates himself. Duracho self gets immediately cancelled, though. Celery gets hit by the Illuminate, but he did have a Tango on. That's not going to be enough healing. Duracho will fall. Celery at least gets Kuroki, but Celery will die as well. And he won't be back with the TPs. As the Overpower still available. Could go for Kuroki. Has 2 stacks of Furies. Now 3-4. But the Weaver always has a Shikuchi.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, actually, never mind. He got surprised there. The Sentry gets him. Thanks to the Earth Shock there, they can bring him down. LTW could control himself. Tofu starts the Boulder Smash for the slow. Kills GH in the process. ILTW now slowed and gaining Gladiator. Oh, Ace. They are... Okay, I was going to say attempting onto him. They do deal a bit of damage, but Lucky Shot no longer slows. Mid lane, Miracle is the target. And a commit for this. Sleight of Fist will clear him. As Kuroki joins in. No Shikuchi for another 9 seconds. They don't...
Really, that's Kuro can do, other than look at Sniper Courier.
He tried to take the tower. He has a swashbuckle, but Tofu also has mobility, mind control. Bit off a bit more than he could chew, and he's gonna die as a result. Lays down a ward though, before he ideally he wouldn't clear them.
I guess so.
Right?
Duracho might be dead. No enrage here. His life stealing a bit off ILTW, but not nearly enough. Although the Wisp was here, but did not have tether. Was tethered to 8. Instead, they're only going to get ILTW, Mind Control as well. Not the greatest swashbuckle away. Ice Path will whiff, however, as it's going to be Miracle getting 2 kills. Excuse me, did you catch what was going on there?
No, I did not. I was actually watching bottom. It won't fall just yet. Duracho's here as well.
H took those
Miracle's
stacks.
A hard kill, though.
Yeah, the Armlet's online. I don't know if you can Armlet top Ursa.
Tofu's nearby. Nice use there of the inner fire, but it's not going to be enough against
Duracho, though, he's dead. 10 stacks of spears. I think one of the strongest eggs in the game, low-key. This Macro Pyre increase, the cooldown as well. Oh, hold that thought. In trouble is Mind Control.
Mind Control, Rolling Boulder is available though. I think Mind Control's dead again. Yep. And Diffusal Blade is ready.
Miracle.
And he's going to try to use it against Caudle. Miracle is not that easy a target to go on.
They really want him.
Half committing, half not. Duracho has been baited by his own team. I mean, they can get away for now, though. They haven't overcommitted just yet. Tofu will be the only target for now, as Duracho. They're trying to counter-initiate, apparently, as they see an opportunity to go for the CK, but he has the Phantasm to dispel those searing chains. LTW slowed down by the inhibit. LTW will fall, as Mind Control's courier also dies in the meantime. GH will be next target, but Ace has been chased around here, and Ace will finally die. Boom, seeks a way to retreat. He still has the TP, but he's out of remnants, so he's going to bank it all on getting no stuns.
Oh, wow.
That's going to work for him. Not enough damage, just barely surviving there.
That was...
Really awkward fight, though. That was so weird by giving Gladiators way too much damage.
Miracle again nearby. That seems to always raise Diamond Gladiator's blood pressure. In they go again. We want him. The Sacred Warrior BKBs. There's going to be the Macropire on top. Miracle cannot armlet toggle through this. 21 charges. Down he goes. Celery's going to get the killing blow as Mind Control rolls through the fight. Claims the first life of Fuzzy Wuzzy. Celery as well will be swept up there in the time that Duracho respawns by GH's Max to limit the Wisp's impact. Especially now that Kuro's actually out of Vessel charges. They basically have nothing they can do other than just focus onto him. As Kuro is going to be scouted here by the wards that Tofu placed down, trying to clear through the sentries. The miss rate, of course, no longer applies onto wards, but they will set up now, trying to get through Kuro. He's got time lapse, and we'll get it off. He's in trouble here. It's going to be Tofu. Rolls back in on a Miracle, though, and there's that macro again, taking him down. Duracho with the killing blow. ILTW as well is going to be fighting. Kuro standing in Macropire as his Mind Control. Boom going to hold him down a bit longer with the Searing Chains, as if it's not enough damage on the macro itself, but the fight being lost by the Gladiators as the relocate not in time. Duracho has fallen. Boom pulled back there by the Rift, as he is going to be chased away in the river. Mind Control trying to slow him here to a crawl. Another Reality Rift, but again, Boom having his last remnants now is going to be forced back. Buyback from Ace, however, as Mind Control with Blink Dagger in 3 seconds, but being canceled here, has the Swashbuckle rooted up, but there's just too much magic damage. He certainly will tick away.
There's even the Pyrex to farm that they calculated with Xiaoba, and I think this was a good example of other regions starting to adapt to that too. Tofu, there's a rolling boulder. He is blinding light into safety actually, and they've rooted Miracle. Miracle is in trouble. Macapire's been dropped, and Miracle is going to die. As they want to continue going for Kuroki. He does have the time lapse and the Shikuchi, so Kuroki should be fine. Should be fine. No, he got hit by a... I think that they nullified the Huskar's impact by this Ags, and I mean, you've been just kind of relishing the Macropire's team fight. I think you're completely right about this. Mind Control also struggling a bit more. How Mind Control gets a stun here onto Boom. Boom does it, the BKB. Relocate's being charged. Io is not taking anyone with him. The Ice Path fails. They're trying to go for Jakiro first, but like I said, a bit tanky is Jakiro, at least early. Now, finally, Ace will fall, at least to the Swarm. Or no, Ace surviving, even getting rid of the bug there. And now the big bug is trying to kill him off as the tether brings him back to that place, but Kuroki is stuck now, has one more Shikuchi. Is he going to go for Ace? He's going to try, but Ace survives yet again.
It's close. No, it's close. He's ticking.
No, he hasn't died. Yes, Greed.
Sometimes Greed is good, sometimes it's not. If there goes Fuzzy Wuzzy jumping in again.
Okay, there's the team fight that Cotto provides, but the BKBs will nullify that. GH is going to die as they break that Will-O-Wisp open. Macropire has been dropped as well. The CK can't fight inside of it, but they got rid of the Earth Spirit. Now they're going for the Jakiro, and they do have a chance. Miracle finally getting their revenge. The Flames this time will go against Jakiro. A Miracle might still die to the Angry Bear, however, a beautiful stun there will save Miracle's life, and Duracho's been sent back since around the Rift. He is going to lose his first life.
Only Boom.
They have more stuns. Boom is coming by Celery. Yes. Relocate, and he comes in, but they knew this was going to happen. Celery ready to die for his carry as Duracho presses the attack button, goes for Miracle, and will get that kill as the support dies behind him. Duracho still wanting to fight this. He knows ILTW is low on mana, can't use those stuns any longer. ILTW will get the last crit though, and that's going to guarantee the kill onto Duracho, but he dies in the process. Boom surviving this engagement. Here are the TPs coming in.
GH is back.
ILTW wants to show Boom what a buyback feels like, as Boom out of mana this time has no more escapes. He is going to fall. And there was a lucky shot there as well that kind of saved the Ursa's life, by the way, in the early. And if you saw what he blinked over, that was a pretty big deal. Duracho, there's the Ignis once again. He has to activate the BKB, but doesn't have a chance to for now. There comes Celery. I feel like Duracho's using Celery as a disposable save right now. Oh, no, not again. Celery wants to live this time. And in fact, NIGMA feel this. They can feel his will to live, and they're going to retreat ever so slightly. ILTW gets caught, he has the BKB. They'll be fine for now. Macropire already got dropped. I don't know if you want to push this too hard. Duracho apparently does, as he activates his own BKB with the Enrage on top of that. That's the shard. And a kill off ILTW, well done. Kuroki does get dusted, but the real target seems to be the Huskar, who's actually attacked Duracho in the mid lane, and he will get that kill. Celery couldn't heal him in time. Hey, he's trying to finish off Mind Control. Mind Control does have the Dispel this time with the Shard. Searing
Oh,
Chain stops that
Ursa bought back.
and Mind Control will finally die. Ursa does buy back. Where's the TP?
Where's
he coming from?
He's a core.
He's coming in from behind. There he goes. The outpost the whole time. Miracle cannot survive. This Miracle will die. Kuroki, he's trying to get away, but Tofu's not letting him. Kuroki has no more time lapse. He's going to fall. Tofu. We won the early with Macropie. If we have 2, we can win the late game as well.
Miracle, what do you?
That's
smokes. Okay. They'll break one, but Tofu's going to find a big fan, kicks him down to the low ground. Okay, Ace is going to experience the full glory that is the Huskar X, but he has a cheese, and he is saved with the relocate out. ILTW in the meantime fighting 1v1 versus Duracho as Mind Control is assisting with the Rolling Thunder, but now that it's ended, Duracho is still in his first life, still healthy, still has Satanic. ILTW losing the fight versus Boom. Couldn't retreat thanks to the Macropire either as GH ran down by Tofu, 3 dead. Mind Control now has a Basher. Duracho as well has one in the backpack. Age is still on him for 50 more seconds. So looks like the fight's kicking off now.
Okay, BKB activated by Ace though, as he's going to
got the Wisp.
The Will-O-Wisp realizes he can't. Celery's dead. The Celery has the buyback and relocate as well. Duracho finds LTW in the backlines. Ace recharges, has a second BKB now. Ace can't be killed that easily. Macropire.
In 2 macros.
Perfect V of death. Miracle has to retreat. Too much fire around. LTW's already dead. And Mind Control's trying to give his team some space here. Just retreating as much as possible. Mind Control will be found though. TP cancelled and he's killed. At least the rack.
1, perhaps 2 of the macros with that 20 talent taken. Nonetheless, second lane of rack still taken, but it seems like NIGMA looking to still apply pressure, perhaps looking for a pickoff as they have ILTW positioned around the back. They are chasing after Kuro. Second roll is going to find him here into the long duration silence from Tofu. Kuro is still silenced and
yeah, he's very, very scary right now. The CK can't hold his own against him. GH is now the mid laner this game, by the way, in terms of net worth. Only Huskar beating him.
ILTW looking again for Celery. But barracks are falling too fast.
ILTW's playing an offlane CK, and he's going to succeed here. Kill Celery in time.
Good
and the
Ignis.
Ice Path now successful. They do hit the Jakiro this time with the taunt. Ace actually needs the BKB right afterwards though, and Miracle has been destroyed. Duracho and Boom just took him down in a matter of seconds. That was such an overwhelming amount of damage.
I think that's it. I don't know how else NIGMA do that. They're going to be up against Megas. They don't have really the best Megas lineup, to be honest. And Ursa's still in your base. Jakiro's still in your base.
I mean, they have some push, right? This is not the worst team against Megas, but you're right. Illuminate falters against Megas compared to, say, any sort of
compared to the carries we have in the meta.
Oh, also, if he's dead, he can't Illuminate, so that's what we're going to try to fix here. Tofu has another BKB. Doesn't matter, though. Even if he's constantly Will-O-Wisped, he can just roll away right afterwards. They already killed GH. They find Kuroki as well. Kuroki trying to waste as much time as possible, but he falls as well. And Gaming Gladiators are taking game 3, and therefore the series.
Yeah, very well played. Gaming Gladiators continue to go completely flawless here.